What's up, friends? Coming at you live with one eyebrow. And honestly, I'm not hating this. I'm not hating this look. I think I'm going to thin out this other eyebrow to match. But then, if I don't have an eyebrow, you guys, it's going to be a problem. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can just draw it on. Okay, today we're talking about self-esteem. We're talking about your positive self-image. And we're talking about the relationships that you have with others and how our relationships with others can really affect our self-esteem and how to get around that. So what am I talking about? Okay, so I was totally triggered this week. I was super duper triggered by this woman who is so incredibly beautiful. She is so, so, so beautiful. And so I was a bird. Sorry, you guys. Hi. There's a bird behind you on your. Do you see him? Hi. Are you the bird that came and shit right there? Look, this is a tour of my house, you guys. A bird came and shit by our pool. Not sure why. Okay, anyway. So, thank you for the feature, Mr. Bird. So I was super duper triggered by this woman who was so incredibly beautiful. And basically, I don't want to share specifics because I'm not comfortable with it and I don't have to. So I was really, really triggered by this woman because she's so incredibly gorgeous and beautiful. And basically the wound that had gotten triggered, like my issues with self-esteem and confidence, were basically like, oh my God, if this woman exists, or somebody who fits societal beauty standards of beauty, you know what I mean? Like, if this woman exists and, you know, her eyebrows are probably more like sisters and mine look like third cousins, you know what I mean? I just really felt like, you know, that feeling. I know that you know that feeling of like, why would this person or why would anybody want to be with me instead of being with that person, right? Wouldn't everybody want to be with that person? And what our message is to you all today is about worth and what worth actually comes from. And worth comes from value, right? We give things a high feeling of worth based on what it is that we value. Ooh, okay. They just said something about something that's kind of unrelated to this. So, what we consider to be worthy of love and relationships, worthy of girlfriend, wife, spouse, committed partner in a relationship, what we consider to be worthy of that, what we consider to be our ideal partner, is going to be dependent on our values. And the message today is that everybody's values are really, really different, and it's okay for people to have different values, and your focus is to connect with the people who value you and what you bring to the table. So, example, somebody who values and would prioritize a skinny white woman, I probably wouldn't be number one on their list. I probably wouldn't be number one on their people I want to have a relationship with and be in love with list. And that's okay. Does that mean that I'm not beautiful? I'm gorgeous, okay? I have 1.5 eyebrows right now, perhaps 1 3/4, and I'm still killing the game. So this is really, really important, right? I was thinking about this person that I like, and I was thinking about past relationship trauma and stuff, right? And well, what if this person that I like doesn't like me because they like somebody else? And I was thinking about all of the, you know, abusive relationships that I've been in. I was thinking about all of that triangulation bullshit, which is essentially when there's a third party in the relationship, somebody else that you're comparing yourself to. Maybe it's their maybe it's their, hold on, I have to walk, so the motion detector will sense me out here. Maybe it's their ex-girlfriend, maybe it's their okay, maybe it's their current partner, although that would be a completely different video. Or maybe you're just in a relationship with somebody who has a wandering eye. Do you guys see that star? Is that a star or a plane? Oh my God. It's a plane, you guys. It's a plane. It's Pisces season, so I am not obligated to hold my focus and attention on one thing for very long. Okay? Okay. So, in your relationships with this person, and shout out to you if you are following and sticking through this video, because I'm not recording it again. The bird footage was just too good. So, so in relationships where you experience that kind of triangulation, and that triangulation is there is this other third party who I feel like is better than me, who I feel like is more beautiful than me, who I basically feel like is more worthy of love than me. And we get this idea from beauty standards and what we see and what we hear our parents talk about. And if you are a young woman and all you heard your mother and the women in your life talk about is needing to be skinnier, and maybe they told you that you need to be skinnier, and you felt like, you know, skinnier was the epitome of beauty and the absolute standard. Of course, when you are in a relationship with someone and they look at somebody else, you know, being attracted to them, which is normal, right? You're going to be attracted to people. Just because you're in a committed relationship or connecting to someone doesn't mean that you're not going to be attracted to another person. It's just not likely. It's not possible. And that's not actually what you want. What you want is a healthy sense of self-esteem and a healthy sense of self-worth. And so, of course, when you get in the relationships with those people and then there's somebody else who fits that quote unquote epitome of beauty, of course that's going to make you feel threatened. Of course that's going to make you feel some type of way. And for a lot of us who don't have a healthy sense of self-worth or a healthy sense of self-esteem or a healthy self-image, a healthy relationship with our body where we're constantly shaming and putting ourselves down, then that could literally be anyone. It could be whenever your partner is talking to somebody of the same sex as you or talking to anybody at all, right? There are these feelings of, well, basically, what's going to stop them from going out and being with that person? What's going to stop them from choosing that person over me? And there's kind of two different directions that we want to go with this. Number one, what should be stopping your partner from cheating on you should not be your looks. The thing that should be keeping your partner faithful to you, the one that we're going to talk about today, is essentially who you are as a person. It should be your likes, it should be your interests, it should be all of the things that make you who you are, that person values, that person is so interested in, that person is in love with. That is what should be keeping them connected to you and not from cheating on you, right? So essentially what we're talking about is having relationships that are deeper than surface level. When you think about your person of interest, is the only reason why you like them, the only reason why you love them, the only reason why you want to be with them based on their looks? Or is it based on, sorry, I'm getting messages. Is it based in their looks or is it based in something different? It's the same reason that you wouldn't cheat on your partner with somebody else who quote unquote looked better. It's about their energy. It's about their soul. It's about their essence. That same thing applies to you. So then the question becomes, do you want to be in a relationship with someone who only wants you for a surface level reason? If your person's attention can be taken away from you because of the physical beauty that somebody else has, is that a healthy partner? No. Is that somebody you want to be in a relationship with? No. Is that a safe and secure attachment? Abso-fucking-lutely not. What was the other direction that we wanted to go in this? Oh, I thought my cat friend was back. No, I think that's all that we really have to say. Essentially, it comes down to values, okay? So, example, the person who values a thin white woman with long flowy blonde hair and blue eyes, who genuinely, authentically loves and enjoys football, that's not me. That's not me. I'm not going to be number one on their list. They're not going to be sliding in my DMs, and that's okay. That's 100% okay, because that person has a thin, blonde-haired, blue-eyed white woman who absolutely loves football and will enjoy that pastime with them, waiting for them somewhere out there in the world. That's not me. That's okay. Developing a healthy sense of self, a healthy sense of self-esteem, is being able to genuinely and authentically say, like, oh fuck, like me and this person, we're not compatible, and that's okay. That's the point that we were getting to. If this person were to not choose you, if this person were to not choose you, if this person decided to be with somebody else, why would you internalize that? It's childhood trauma. It's childhood trauma. It's the wounds. It's the wounds. That's the only reason. Because that wouldn't mean anything about me. I think back to the way that I felt back in the day when I was experiencing like triangulation and stuff. And I would feel like so bad and I would feel like so worthless. And now I think about it and I think, well, if this person chose not to be with me, if this person chose to cheat on me, if this person chose X, Y, and Z other thing, I would think that you are very dumb. You are really dumb. You know what I mean? Like that's genuinely what I would think. And then I would get into the more spiritual thing of like, oh, we're not a vibrational match, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, what about me isn't lovable? You know what I mean? It's getting into that type of energy. It's recognizing that you're worthy and you're deserving of love, and your self-esteem should not be in the hands of another person. Although, of course, your partner should be somebody who validates you. Of course, your partner should be somebody who loves you. Of course, your partner should be somebody who supports you. Of course, your partner should be somebody who highlights all of the amazing things about you and who lifts you up and all of that good stuff. But at the end of the day, your partner's attention and your partner's focus should not be the only thing that has you feeling good about yourself, the only thing that has you feeling like you are worthy and deserving of love. If that is the case, then you have work to do underneath. And what work do you have to do underneath? I have a million different videos about stuff like that, so go check that out. Or if you're interested in working with me, if you have this problem, if you have this issue, you want to step into a greater sense of confidence and self-love and vulnerability, authenticity, allowing yourselves to have genuine, authentic relationships. Because essentially, if you're dealing with this, then you're dealing with there's a part of me who is so incredibly desperate for love that you are overriding all of the other parts of you. You're not focusing on compatibility in relationships, and instead you are operating completely out of that desperate for love wound, which it's not bad to be desperate for love, but it doesn't feel good to be operating out of that wound in relationships, does it? No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. It feels the worst. I know, I experienced it. So if you want help with that, DM me. I can tell you all of the different ways that we can work together. Other than that, that's all that I have to say. Goodbye. Love you.